Hello, and welcome back to Lazy Sunday Casual Commander, a place for, casual EDH. With the release of Kaldheim right around the corner, and pre-release already in full swing, there isn't a better time for this subject than right now. So without further ado, let's get right into it with the top 5 commanders from Kaldheim. Before we get started, let me remind you that this is just my opinion, and your top 5 may be very different from mine, and that's okay. There are a lot of really great cards in this set, and a lot of commanders to choose from. At number 5, we have Orvor, the Allform. This 3/3 shapeshifter costs 3 and a blue to play, but comes with some amazing abilities. First, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, if it targets one or more other permanents you control, create a token that's a copy of one of those permanents. So, doubling up on any instant or sorcery you play on your own permanents by itself makes this card have serious value. Add to that when a spell or ability an opponent control causes you to discard this card, create a token that's a copy of target permanent, and you have an incredibly synergistic commander. So when it comes time for you to get rid of Orvor, you can go ahead and copy another permanent in its place. On top of everything already printed on this card, it also has Changeling, meaning that it will fit into the 99 of most decks, even if you don't want to run it as your commander. At number 4, we have Vargoth, Bloodsky Sire. This card is a 2/3 for 2 and a black with Death Touch, but has a familiar boost effect. It literally carries a Vampiric Tutor along with it, minus the loss of 2 life. So, as long as you attack with Vargoth, and that Death Touch will keep him from getting blocked in many situations, you can have a Vampiric Tutor every single turn. Just like Orvor, this is a card that we expect to see in not just the commander slot, but in a majority of black-themed decks as well in the 99. At number 3, we have Tegrid, God of Fright. This is a 4/5 god creature for 3 black that, just like the previous card, has a familiar face. This time, however, it's the face of It That Betrays, but gives you permanents that are discarded as well as sacrificed. The biggest difference, however, is that it's more accessible at 5 CMC and carries Menace. The card itself reads, whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So, like I said, a better It That Betrays. The flip side, Tegrid's Lantern, allowing you to tap to have a target player lose life unless they sack a non-land permanent or discard a card, is underwhelming. Not terrible, but certainly pales in comparison to Tegrid herself. In at number 2 is Tibult, Cosmic Imposter. A legendary planeswalker for a steep cost, 5, a black, and a red, its static ability alone is amazing, allowing you to play cards exiled with Tibult, Cosmic Imposter, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. But its loyalty abilities really let you keep this card going. And yes, I said static ability. It's an emblem for free. No ultimate necessary. His +2 allows you to exile the top card of each player's library. In EDH, that's 4 cards to exile that you can choose to play from. But wait, there's more. For -3, you are able to specifically exile a target artifact or creature, meaning you can pick things right off the board to take possession of. Or, at a staggering -8, you can exile all cards from all graveyards and add red to your mana pool. This kind of card can get very dangerous very quick if left unchecked, even for a turn or 2. The front side, Valki, God of Lies, is neat as well, with being able to exile and copy cards for X, where X is the CMC of the exile card, but Valki's true form, Tibult, is something that needs to be feared. And finally, at our number 1 spot is Voronclex, Monstrous Raider. I think I speak for all of us in wondering how in the heck did Voronclex get to Kaldheim? Whatever the reason, he's back and he's stronger than ever at our top spot. This bad boy for 4 green is a Phyrexian Praetor that is essentially a doubling season on a 6/6 body that cuts your opponent's counters in half. With the power and popularity of green, expect to see this both as a commander and in the 99 of a lot of decks. We may not know what he's doing here, but people sure are happy to see him. Unless you're seeing him from across the table. That wraps up this top 5. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. If you haven't already done so, please remember to like and subscribe for more content all based around Kitchen Table EDH. Thanks again for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed this episode of Lazy Sunday Casual Commander.